Ladies and gentlemen, Wildermyth, or Wildermyth, one of those two, probably Wildermyth, as voted on by Patreon. This is a story-driven RPG type thing with a very unique art style, which at first I was a little put off by, but I think maybe as time goes on, I'll grow used to it. It's one of the few overwhelmingly positive games as of late on Steam, so it sort of flew into my radar through that, and everybody praising the game, so I'm kind of curious to see what else going on with it and what makes it so good. I don't really know a whole lot about it though, going into this pretty much completely blind. Starting off with The Age of Ulstrix, a 3-chapter story geared toward new players face off against the implacable Gorgon leader, Ulstrix. And there is a pretty decent amount of chapters, a lot of them available when we do the tutorial. One of them we just kind of unlock in-game. It's like a very side type thing. There is also multiplayer. Not sure how that would work. There is also crossplay as well. You can connect up your GOG or Epic account for crossplay. Kind of interesting. I probably won't. Main enemy Gorgons. Can't change that. Interesting that I might be able to. Difficulty. Adventurers. Probably fine. Yeah, sure. Adventurers probably fine. That's that. Carved in stone. Game over is final. No retries, no reloads. Not recommended for the first playthrough. Probably end up playing that way, but we'll see what happens. Really? Tragic. It's 1 digit too short. Oh well. Man. Party select future warrior, a compassionate goofball, a future hunter, compassionate loner, and a future mystic, a hot-headed coward. Oh, they sound fantastic. Sure. Starting calamities. 100 of them? I have no idea. I recommend 0, so let's go for 0. I can inspect our future warrior, Hope Lath, a farmer, age 25. Sure. Ooh, and I can change the names. You know what that means. Our future warrior is Goodbye. Anything to really change? I mean, just kind of whatever. Like, I don't... Sure. Aspects? Alive? That's a good aspect to have. Rather than being fucking dead. Alright, yeah, just however they generated, sure. We got Kieran, the compassionate loner, also a farmer, age 22. They're like... Oh, okay, there are stats here. I don't know if this is also random or not. A 15 stunt chance, though. That sounds nice for being a human. Okay, yeah, your upbringing modifies it slightly. For the most part, though, we're all humans, so it's like, it's kind of whatever. Stat-wise for you? Yeah, pretty similar, I think. Just because, yeah, being human and all that. And then little me, the hot-headed coward, farmer, age 20. Excellent. Sure, let's go for it. Start. Smoke by Douglas Austin. This book. Oh. What is that, a caterpillar thing? There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. I don't think I'm making it to tomorrow, am I? Right then, I guess this must be the beginning. Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strong. Yeah, those deer don't look great. Oh. Oh. Bothered only by aching legs, a young woman named Goodbye takes a seasonal road to the town of Windy Spring. How long would they believe me if I pretended I lost my voice? I bet I could get her going. Maybe not little. Little me. Shit. Hold on. Can I see character sheets and, customize. You're little me with an underscore. You don't have a last name. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. That doesn't sound good. I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part, getting Kieran out of the house. And then she's out alone somewhere, and then I get the joy of tracking her down. That's smoke. Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. The music cares not. Goodbye hurries towards town, thinking of Kieran, a young woman whom she's known since girlhood. Watch me worry and she's fine. Looks like she's starting fires again. And I really can't leave her alone, can I? Kieran seems the type to just start fires. Go for that. Kieran, tell me it wasn't you this time. Oh, seems angry. We're going right into it. Hero with an action left. Screen can do a single move, which takes an action, or a double move, which uses both. Get to take their turns in any order, and all enemies take their turns. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, do the standard jump, 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 jump. Was that a close pile? Jump, 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 jump. Put out fires. Oh, I see. We'll do a couple jumps over here and, extinguish. Alright. Huzzah! Open door. I'm coming, Karen! Oh, there's more fires over there. Her house is still standing, at least. Karen, you're not all burnt up, are you? She doesn't know. The door unlocks. Kieran shoves it open. I smell the smoke. Get inside. Hop. Slam. There's things in the streets. You didn't see any? Like monsters. I don't know. I've got one trapped behind. Oh, it's a deer thing. Yeah, they didn't look too good. Behind the house. Staying in here isn't really an option. Right, so here I've got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. Pitchfork, pickaxe, or a frying pan. This is for cooking. Why'd I grab this? Yeah, keep it this then. A pitchfork bow combo seems pretty nice. It can be killed, right? Or it can't. We'll find out once we open that door. Fantastic. Bow cards, a row. Hooves thrown sloppily around beneath it. It runs staggering, bellowing its agony. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's, oh, wow, okay. Can we open the cabinet? Light lamp. Oh, good turn. Well done. Out goes Goodbye. We're gonna wait here for a bit. No sign of it yet. And we can, like, interrupt each other's turns and such. That's fairly unique in games like this. Hey, there it is. Stand adjacent to an ally to wall them. Reduces incoming damage by 1. It does not stack. Alright, we'll wait here. Here it comes! There it went! Get it, goodbye! Kia! Jesus. Strike it. Melee strike, 86% chance for 4 damage and a 15% chance to do a cool front flip and do it or something. I don't know, 15% stun. It dodged. Well, shit. We got line of sight indicators. Liking that. Oh, hey, you stunted it too. Extra damage. Jesus, it hurts. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Whew, good work, Kieran. Goodbye totally helped. Definitely helped. Congrats, goodbye, on the promotion to a greenhorn warrior. just got gored in the chest. That's it, that's all. Warriors like goodbye are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. A thundering challenge once per combat. As a swift action, I assume it doesn't take an action point done. Goodbye frightens the enemy, forcing them to spend their next turn running away. Or broad swipes, it's just a passive, deals 2 damage to all other foes within range. 2 plus half of your bonus damage plus potency? I'm not sure about that. And untouchable, when you get a kill, next attack against her within 1 turn will miss. Alright. Spend their next turn running away. Does sound nice. In games like this, typically a tactics type game, mobility and being able to adjust the enemy's position are like the biggest, most awesomest things to go for, so we'll go for Thundering Challenge. We'll do it. Also, Kieran, a greenhorn hunter. Hunters like Kieran thrive in the wild, surviving through stealth and peerless archery. They master their surroundings and bring down a large quarry. Well, like a copper mine quarry, or Foxflight, passive / active. +1 speed, once per combat as a swift action. Activate to dodge the next 2 attacks against her. Disables passive. Right, disables the speed. Right. Would probably be worth actually separating those 2. Thornfang, passive. Once per turn, Kieran is refunded an action point after a melee kill. Or a through shot. It's like a piercing arrow. Hits the next person in line, doing... well, 1 less damage to the second target. Okay. We'll go for a through shot. We'll go for an active for you. Oh, for both of you, in fact. We also got a snakestone scarf. Gives you 5 dodge. A warm fur scarf. And we can salvage it for a hide. Oh, give it to goodbye. Claiming gear is permanent. Yoink. Well, aren't you glad you came to town today? The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Is that Shaggy? Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris. Some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. We should go. Little me is alone. Sorry, I know you're tired. Me too. But now I worry she might have met something. She's at the ruined tower by now. Right, the town will be okay. Little me'll be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. Is it really? Huh, yeah. Anyway, I just think we'd said we'd meet her. We should. The tower in the hills. You've been there. Once, actually, looking at the tracks, they come and they go. That direction. Goodbye and Kieran follow the pounded path of the monstrous feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. just be breathing so we can all yell and go home. Wow. Let her be alive. Alive and unhurt. Or little me, you said you'd be fine. Don't make me call you a liar. We're all just friends? I don't know, it seems like the most reasonable one. A wordless smile passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. You've known little me longer than I have. She's pretty capable, I feel like. Yeah, little me sheepish at times, but she often doesn't disappoint me, you know? Weird things do tend to happen around her, but I'd say she's probably up there now. What, dead? Oh, right, the tower. Figuring things out. Yes, okay. Scouting. Find sites in the wilderness. Scout the land, which takes time. Click on scouted tiles to show the scout action. Ocean cannot be crossed. We can also gather. Ah. Protect against incursions. Yeah, I guess we'll scout. I suppose. Back. Impassable. Okay, we have to go this way. Alright, so we'll send... yeah, everybody. Let's go! 9 days pass. The previous night, the tower where Little Me had arranged to meet Gabai and Kieran is a place she often used to escape to as a girl. She knows its rooms and floors so well, she could survive being chased through them. And now I wait, I suppose. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Gross. Alive is alive, though. Better not be, maybe. Better not to be alive, that is, maybe, if that beast breaks through. Beast? Woof. Flirk. Is that another deer thing? Oh, you're still there. The tower is an heirloom of an earlier people. The locals have lost the legend of it, maybe the boast of some long-dead despot whose name has sunk in the river. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. That book. Why have I never... I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, Beast? I'm also wondering. Little me bends to pull it loose. Oh. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. Look at all this. It's code. No, it's full of strange stories. The folklore of folk long forgotten. The chained girl gives no great insight. It's the uncomfortable story of a girl shackled to a rock by her parents who sends her spirit free, moving through the links of the chain that binds her. Do you hear hidden fish? Has nothing to do with fish. It's a tale of a boy burned to glass by lightning and buried. He wakes in the darkness, a fresh young worm, and begins his eternal swim through the earth. The Windy Spring Boy tells of a blight-skinned man who drew things so feelingly that they began to come true. And he drew circles in a book and eventually fell through. Little me reaches the last word of the final telltale. A few blank pages are left. This book. Something in her feels like it's coming loose, but she can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Right then, I guess this must be the beginning. Here, in our yondering country, Little Me writes, words are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and she's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through her body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. Pain lights little me's head. Subsides. I made it to the morning? She lowers her bleary eyes. Her story lies before her in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel powerful? She pulls a spoon from her pocket. Oh, dude, plus spoon. She slides a branch from the rubble. It's dirty. It has a palm-loving twist. Spoon. You kidding me? Yo. Open wide, beast. I'm getting out of here. Wait, what? A rager. It charges without seeing, misshapen tusks swinging wildly. Okay. Mannequins? Partial cover for adjacent. Constrict textile? 3 magic damage, 6 range. A serpent of animated fabric wraps around an enemy, hobbling it and squeezing away its life. Splinter blast, basic interfusion. So is this like combo things that I can do with it? Interfusions. Oh, yes, interfuse. Mingle the mystic's life energy with the blaze or piece of scenery. Interfuse targets grant vision and can be used for further purposes. Steel fire. Unleash onto a nearby tile, burning where it lands and dealing half damage to units it passes through. That's a neat way to use the environment. The beast is presumably still stuck behind stuff. Interfuse with an object, then use the object to attack. Interfuse. Different types have different effects and abilities. Use the scenery to damage enemies. Right. Cooking pot. Shackle. Pins a single enemy for a couple turns. As an ability I can use. Okay, it just becomes like that. Right. An adjacent ally or interfused mystic can light this lamp. Yeah, or... hobble it and just choke it out with some clothing. Some more, and I think it's just destroyed itself. Right. Many options become available. Little me is now a greenhorn mystic. Acquired the knack for interfusing her spirit with earthly things, drawing on these bonds to enact formidable magics. Vigor flow. For each interfused object, Little Me's melee and range attacks gain +2 damage. Interfused objects take 1 damage whenever a melee/range attack is used. Or ignite once per turn as a single action. Pull motes of heat out of the air and gather them to a single point, creating an interfused blaze on a tile with debris. Or Earthscribe Advanced Interfusions. Allies may wall with interfused objects. Stone, passive, grants extra armor, warding, and temp health. Active is a rock shield. And bone gives bone wall. I'm not sure exactly what all that's saying. Like the different types of interfused object, they do that. I mean, this sounds super strong, so we'll go for that. And a bracelet of power for +0.7 bonus damage. Yeah. Sure. Or I salvage it for a fabric? Because 0.7 bonus damage doesn't seem that great, so let's go for the fabric. Maybe we can use the fabric to, like, I don't know, get extra stuff from the town or so. I'm not really sure how that'll work. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. But little me moves quietly, sensing her way in the dark. Daylight lands on her wrist, cool winds soothes her tired eyes. It's still the same world. She closes the tower door, gentle, to make no noise. That was the mystic's art that I did. Right tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Things a woman's born with that might blossom in her life when she needs them. Only a story is supposed to work that way, and not for someone like me. Little me? But what does this power mean? Am I a legend? Like old Rossi's storm? Do I have to go reconfigure rivers? Hey, little me, something happened? I forgot you two were coming. I'm sorry, I just had the weirdest night, and day, and goodbye, and I only barely made it. Windy Spring burned. A bit of Guru. Things are different than they were. Don't know if you've seen something quite like this. Monster, we slay monsters. We're monster slayers now. We killed all of one. Little me does magic. As you do. Right. So sites, new site. It's still under enemy control though. Click on the banner to assault it. Oh. There's also lurking gorgons there? It's also strength too. I guess we'll go for the post straight off. And goodbye is still a little bit hurt from, you know, before. It took... Was it 19 days it took us to scout this area in the first place? Because holy shit, you healed terribly. 1 health every 2 to 6 days. And a bit more for being a warrior. Alright. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Will you guys get mad if I knock? I'm very polite. It looks like we're going back into the tower. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they come from, what drove them to attack the town of Windy Spring. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Did they start everything? I don't know. I kind of assumed that they were just like a side effect of whatever's going on, not actually the thing ongoing. Wait, were we supposed to be thinking of a plan? That's embarrassing. Back at my house, it was pretty simple. Kill it before it kills you. I mean, that is what we did. I just came out of there. If we're methodical, patient, we can fend them off at least. I guess we are just going right back into the tower. Heck yeah, courage though. That's what happened. Hey, and for being courage, all heroes gain +2 damage and potency for 3 turns. There's a raccoon in here somewhere, scrambling through shadows. Its barbed appendages eagerly twitch, and there's a row in here still. Or, I guess in here again. Or, in here as well. That's the one. Yeah, 2 action points. Different abilities have different costs. Single action ends turn if it's got the red middle bit. Single action costing an action point. Swift action is free once per turn. After a swift action is used, that here swift actions become single actions, so you can't just endlessly swift action things. Alright. Let me modify the audio a little bit. Excuse me a second while I sort this. So we've got, hey, some rope. Can you do things with rope? Kind of. And a lamp. Blind nearby enemies, just make it super bright. The anvil. Warp the metal into grasping appendages. Right, and since that's a metal thing, that would be, if I had grabbed that passive from before, I would have been able to do, like, super cover with it or so. Ricochet to another nearby enemy, dealing half damage to the second target. Alright. Okay. Goodbye. Get in there. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, okay. Just wait for them to come in close. We'll guard. We're all protecting each other, sort of. Oh my god, they're both here! Run away! Boo! And then... we can just move through each other, which is pretty convenient. You can get a through shot. Oh my god, 5 and 4 damage. That damage boost that we've got for being courageous. Nasty. I don't think there's anything to interfuse. I guess there's that. You could interfuse the table and, oh, look at that AoE. There you go, splinter that raccoon. And the doe runs away, because it has to. Goodbye, spot it for us. We'll go Guardian. I guess you could interfuse the mannequins. It's got pretty good range, that 5 damage. Man, those mannequins are feeling courageous too, it turns out. Man, oh man. Strong being courageous. Raybark? Hunter Armor Tier 1. Reduces speed a little bit, gives 2 armor and 1 warden. 1 warding, rather. Yeah, replace the Tier 0 crap, absolutely. Grats. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluids darken the dust. Just blood, I suppose. Corrupted blood? Corrupted is a heady word. I wouldn't have thought... us three. I wouldn't have thought I, alone, could have faced what we... Day drops, day rises. Dusk is sweet, the sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the old tower up a bit. We'll be working on this place forever, I'm telling you. We're different now, at least I am. We faced death, and we didn't flinch. Maybe this is just my idea, but... let's not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land, we'll fight. People need us. We'll give ourselves a name, and make sure it's one they'll sing. Name the company. We'll be called the Wolves of the Green Oak Grove. How about the Deer of Age? Maybe Kenther's Sons? Enter your own name. Oh, jeez. Oh, you get a little random thing. The Heralds of the Emerald Romance. The Clan of the Great Boar. The Bears of the Standing Stone. The Panthers of Fate. The Kinsmen of the Lady in White. The Troop of the Fallen Vulture. The Oxen of Rage. How about the Daughters of Axe? Fantastic. Well done. After that, the three of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant, heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follow the tales of Daughters of Axe. Be remembered. Enemies improve their strategies after every fight. Gorgon. The rose, specifically, does extra damage. I can't cancel that. So that's calamities. So wait, you can start with 100 calamities? Ow! Okay. I'm glad we started with none. Because that row already did a bunch of... Gabaya is still... It's been like a month and Gabaya is still healing from that. The Woken. Okay. Thrixel, not present in this game. Okay. Spend legacy points to do things like recruit heroes, build stations, and cancel calamities. Use them wisely. Okay. Once a site is free of enemy control, you can spend some time to secure it. Secured sites provide resources now and at the end of each chapter, which you can use to craft gear at a town or between chapters. Sounds like we should probably do that. Won't this mean the locals will just move in? Can provide resources now and at the end of each chapter, spend resources to upgrade hero, blah blah blah. Investigate thoroughly. Catalog everything to find an item. Since I'm assuming we have plenty of time currently. Plus, waiting a little bit for Gabaya to heal up wouldn't be a bad thing. And if little me does it alone, they'll be at it for 70 days. Phew. Yeah, let's all work on it together. 35 days remaining. Easy peasy. Good God. Getting some more people just to make actions happen faster would be pretty sweet. Okay, there is a little bit of a thing going on. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Athenden's post has proven rewarding. Good. We're done. Athenden's post will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Hides, ingots, spell threads. Who gets it? The silver bark cloak. 5 block. I'm actually thinking Little Me, although Gabaya would be like the obvious choice. I feel like with Little Me being like the casty type, you don't really have to be a stand back and like manipulate the world remotely. You can be very much in the fray. And indeed probably will be. We'll give it to you. 5 block. I mean, it's not a lot of block. So what's that? Oh, the next calamity card. Okay, and there's no infested tiles. Right, and the map is fairly large. Considering this is just the first chapter, it's pretty big. I don't think we have to do... It's like out back behind Windy Spring. Like, I think it's fine. There is a recruit opportunity here. Somebody at Windy Spring, not Winter Spring, wishes to join Daughters of Axe. It'll cost 3 legacy points. We have 5. Craft. Oh, I see. Blaster of the Nail. But that's... I mean, you manipulate the world, and the world is what's doing the damage for now. And the world does plenty of damage for the moment. There may not always be objects everywhere in the world to use, and it could be that the objects one day are fairly weak. For now, they're quite okay. For now, I'm getting a lot of use out of Kieran and the bow, so I'd be interested in maybe getting a better bow. I don't have enough heartwoods for that. I don't have enough heartwoods for anything at all, actually. Traff? Travel Traff. Very dodgy. Okay, so never mind. We don't need to craft. We'll go to Windy Spring to recruit all three of us. It'll take 13 days and then 2 days, so 15 days. Oh my god, it's Shaggy's way douchier older brother, the hot-headed leader. Mr. D. Grats. Aspects? Right, you don't have a class yet. I mean, you're considered a leader, but I think that's just because of your personality as leader. Okay, grats. I mean, welcome. I mean, awesome. Dude looks like Shaggy. Are we really looking for fighters, or did you just want an excuse to hit the tavern? Come on, we may find someone who will save your life one day. Or mine. Plus, I'd like someone else to talk to, while you and Kieran are making up new verses to Old Bella's Hatchet. The stars are beginning to come out by the time they got to the Winter Spring proper. Good thing we got in when we did. It looks like most people are still out and about. Maybe we can knock out this errand sooner rather than later. Wait, you're back? Already? You wiped them out that quickly? Or you didn't give up, did you? Not yet, anyway. Good. That would have been distressing news. Actually, we're back because we're looking to expand the company. What about you? You look upstanding. And you could probably fight with that thing in a pinch, right? Probably. It's getting clear that somebody has to. And there's not a lot else keeping me here right now. It's the season when a young man has to figure out what to make of his life. I didn't catch his age. 25. We're all about the same age, give or plus a few. Plus or minus a few, rather. And this season has brought a lot of changes. Can't argue with you there. It would be good to have the help. We've learned a bit out in the wilds so far. We can have someone get you up to speed. Aww. I think a second warrior wouldn't be a bad thing. Although mystics seem really powerful. The thing is, like, I haven't gotten much use out of a warrior yet, but I think later on I definitely will. Yeah, hunter. Okay. Prepare recruit. Mr. D needs help getting his gear ready. Who will do it? All of it. 32 days? Jesus. And then maybe we can like 2 and 2 spread out a little bit, because we got stuff that's gotta be done. Foxlight, the +1 speed, that's the passive active. Ambush is a new, and also Quelling Moss. Drawback, using a range attack on the first enemy who enters the threatened tiles. Dude, it's Overwatch. That does extra damage. And you get a free attack at the beginning of your next turn, if it didn't work out. Coat weapon in Quelling Moss. Melee and ranged attacks apply poison. Poison 1. Can toss a flask of burning moss that applies poison 1 to all units. Yo, Overwatch, you kidding me? That sounds amazing. It turns into a free attack later. Alright. We're splitting up, team. Horn, Prairie. We'll scout this one. We'll scout it with Mr. D and Kieran. The Rangers. Those are the Rangers, right? Yeah, I think so. Let's go. And here we'll scout with Goodbye and Little Me. Infested tiles are unsafe. Infestations increase the strength of the source threat, can ambush groups of 2 or 1 heroes, and over time will spread and turn into an incursion. So I should go with 3 people, at least, is what you're saying. Take out the source or send a group of heroes to patrol the tile to take out the source, or to clear the incursion. Okay, we'll resume a bit. Okay, more incursions happening soon-ish. The Wolf Prince by Douglas Austin. Painted amber by the fading light, the profile of rocky hills catches Kieran's eye. You think something's up there? Shouldn't we check? Upon the hill's summit, nothing's waiting for them. What we have found is a pretty good picnic spot. Then it begins. A thrumming. It grows louder and louder until the stone underfoot clatters and shakes. Chatters and shakes. It grows louder. It's getting loud. Until the mighty growl. Clamorous. Thundering. And then it resolves. A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore. Cunning and crooning, warning them to run, promising to give chase. The one you have hunted so long. Through darks and stars, you have hunted so long for me, and for a sisterhood that should be yours. I wonder who he's talking to. Do you know my name? It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. They walked my myth over a green field and follow. To the curves and corners of being they walked. Do you know my name? How would I? A blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trails, and sealed with a name. You only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name? Loki. Yes. It's like reading a fairy tale from your childhood, only to realize how disturbing it is. Karen doesn't like knowing the name, but she's sure it's right. Yes, I am Loki, as your wolf god, and now you may take my oath. Abandon your humanity, my girl, and be blessed as wolfkind. It feels like coming home. Transformation for Kieran? Or, Kieran, let's go. Nothing about abandoning your humanity can be good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a wolf. It doesn't sound like it's great news. But I'm also a bit curious. Would it fuck up you being an archer? I don't want to risk it. I like humanity. Let's go. The Speaking Hill is left to bark at the sunset. +2 charisma for Mr. D. Nice. Cause yeah, I don't know, like if you go wolf for something, do you like have new abilities, like your own class and stuff then? Cause I kinda like you both being bows and things. Build a station here to earn resources. I mean, how long would it take? Julia Land's tailoring families have selected this spot for an outfitter, weaver works, or even a well-removed tannery. Any of these would help the provincials prosper. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's hide and fabric, just +1 of each, and just pound it out. 25 days to complete. Okay. Go for it. And they're ambushed down there. Their camp is clearly visible from the rocks above. Goodbye understands that now. The birds have long been silent. When distant pine branches begin to crack and groan, the earth thrums. Something's coming fast. Gorgons. Double stun chance. Count as you go. Most kills wins. Or increase to blazes, some temp health, temp damage. Let's go temp health. Health is kind of annoying to recover from currently, so maybe we just lose some temp health instead of real health. They take positions, ready their equipment, and prepare to move just as their enemy rips through the ferns and bracken. The hope may be to flee to the fastness of the deep forest, straying their pursuers out over roots. I can't read. This game is going to be great for me not being able to read, by the way. Very much looking forward to that. Finally elude them. Fortitude. That's +1 health. Oh, that's a bit lame. There's a raccoon in a row. I'm still not sure what raccoons do. They look like they could be ranged. It's okay to fall back. Retreating may sometimes be the best option when overwhelmed. For some battles, escaping is even listed as a possible objective. Once you move all your heroes to the escape zone, the battle will end. But I gotta retreat into them though. Yeah, tail spikes, range 2 to 4 damage, 1 shred and 6 range. Yeah, that's like too far to infuse, I think. And the interfuse is it's a free action. Interfuse. Because I could use goodbye as like move you up and guardian. You'd act as cover for little me. And if little me is also like behind an object, you also get some defense from that? Does that stack? I'm not sure. I don't think we can pull it off anyway. So we will just go... Kinda standard. We'll interfuse that tree. Can't quite blast yet. Partial cover for adjacent. That's no cover. Fall down! And Gabai will fall up to cover and protect? Because I don't know what range you've got, so... I think we're okay. Some scenery grants cover. Partial cover or good cover provides protection to adjacent units. Attack passing through the scenery have a chance to damage the scenery instead, and I think that might be what happened there. I couldn't quite catch it. Looks like it, maybe. Alright, little me. Let's... You can't quite reach that. Because we could do a cool ricochet. I think we just Splinter Blast. It dodged it. Oh no! Alright. Goodbye. Kia! It's left click, not right click. Kia! How much damage do you do? 4 damage, huh? Could also terrify some stuff. We'll spook the road, keep that away. Oh, this thing. It's so dodgy. Yeah, you better. Whew. I can dodge too. We're just gonna run up to it, man. Interfuse those rocks. And go for the discus. Oh, that's not a great chance at all. You got it, though. Killed it, in fact. Nicely done. It's Guardian, then. I'm not sure where the deer thing has gone. We're gonna continue guarding, though. Get that fire lit. There he is. Because you can interfuse with that fire. Ooh, yeah. Can almost reach. But hey, we can discus again. It blocked it. Typical. Ha! That range, though. 3 damage, blocked 1. That's fine. Steel fire. Got him. Interfuse blaze, 5 damage. Very, 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 very strong in the early game. But again, I think like some maps that we eventually go to just won't have much to work with. Or just simply won't be very strong compared to the weapons that we've got. It's like I could do all this fancy stuff with interfusing, or just stab the thing in the face for 9 damage. The kind of vibe that I get. And there we go, there's the outfitter done. So now they can just, I don't know, like when the campaign's over, we'll be getting all the stuff that I can use for the next chapter then? Or what? And then we can just like craft up some nice gear? I suppose, like I figure it's pretty safe over here, like it's just surrounded by nothing. It's at the edge of the map, so like I don't have to protect it much. It's kind of my reasoning for it. And then new calamities coming in 47 days. Right. Yeah, chapter's end, that's what we'll have. Better sooner than later, I think.